Let me start from the beginning, when we first met, because I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Um, the confidence that you guys instilled in me was really very high. I was very impressed with both of you and impressed with the organization, impressed with your team. And straight away, I made up my mind that I would like to do this transaction with you, even though there were other potential buyers, waiting on the scene. But I made up my mind. No, I want to go with both of you because you when you meet somebody and you feel a certain comfort level, and you feel that that person's going to protect your interests. Um, it's all about trust. It's all about goodwill. It's all about understanding. So that was the feeling that I had when I met you guys. And we went ahead with the transaction, as you know. There was, as you also know, a slight variance in our understanding. And what I really admire is the fact that um, you put yourself in our shoes, my shoes, and you try to alleviate any and all doubt, any or all risk that I might be facing. And I really do appreciate that. And I think that went a long way towards allaying my concerns. And I think that's how we resolved our difficulties and how we move forward, keeping a common goal in mind. And once again, it was a good confidence meeting. It was a great experience. As far as payments were concerned, you paid everything on time, as per our understanding. And so long as your interests were protected and my interests were protected, there was never any issue with the payment matter. And I just really appreciate the fact that when we had this little hiccup, we managed to look at it from each other's perspective. And we tried our level best to say, all right, let me put yourself in your shoes. Let me see what I can do, and vice versa. So that to me was very important. And at the end of the day, Uncle, goodwill is everything. Goodwill is just everything. It means more to me than a fancy name or a fancy balance sheet or anything like that. Trust and understanding. At the end of the day, they carry the day. I think the key thing is, you have responsibilities, I have responsibilities. I have moral obligations, you have moral obligations and ethical obligations, and we kept to our to those obligations, and that meant that's the way I was brought up, and I see the way your father brought you guys up in the same manner. Keeping norms and values intact, and looking at the long term situation and the long term goodwill that exists, with the organization and its customers. I think the most important thing, in particularly in my case, as you know, was the issue in the beginning of uh, the sale deed, and wanting us to avoid any misunderstanding on that account. I think that's really important to get that done. I understand you. I understand the issue from your perspective as well. I know what you're trying to do, and as a businessman, I do understand that. But you know, it's good that we managed to put each other in each other's shoes, and we try to say, all right, how can I protect Mr. Daryani? And I would say, well, how can I, make the deal go through with the Jalans and with Grovy? And we looked at it from that perspective, a long-term perspective. And I think it worked out to everyone's satisfaction. And even thereafter, even after we did the transaction, you had certain moral obligations as well to make sure that um, nothing untoward would happen to me, and to make sure that my interests were protected until the GPA issue was sorted out finally. So that also was very, very crucial. Ankur, I wish you all the very best,
Thank you.
and for Grovy, if your dad, for Nishid, wish you all the very best. I'm away.